I hope that you're ready to use this sound in your track, because this is what it sounds like in mine.
I don't give a fuck.
So that track was at 190 BPM, so we're going to move it to that. We're going to, of course, need a serum. The note we're going to be using is F2, and this is the pattern. Alright, for oscillator A, we're going to change this to basic shapes. We're going to move wavetable position to 6. We're going to bring the unison up to 4. Bring the detune down to 0.01. We're going to bring the randomness down, and we're going to turn on FM from B. We're going to move this up to 51. We're going to turn on oscillator B. We're also going to change this to basic shapes. We're going to change this to wavetable position 3. We're going to bring the randomness down on this. We're going to bring the level down on this and turn this to bin minus plus. We're going to move this up to -7. We're going to go to LFO 1. We're going to turn on trigger, and we're going to bring the rate down to 1-2. And we're going to make this shape. We're going to take LFO 1 and we're going to put it on the blend knob, and we're going to bring it down to -41. We're going to move over to LFO 2. We're going to make this sort of shape. We're going to turn on trigger. We are going to take LFO 2 and put it on FM from B, and we're going to bring it down to -13. We're going to move over here to the filter. We are going to switch it to high pass 24. We're going to turn on the key tracking. We're going to turn up the resonance to 88, and we're going to turn up the drive to 39. We're going to take the cutoff and bring it down to 48 Hertz. We're going to take LFO 2, put it on the cutoff, and we're going to move the range to 59. And before we move on, we're going to go to oscillator B and turn this up 3 octaves. So right now, it should sound like this. We're going to move over to the FX tab. We're going to turn on hyperdimension. We're going to bring the unison down to 2. Turn on retrigger. We're going to turn on the EQ. We're going to switch both of these to peaks. We're going to move the left frequency knob to 45. The Q we will boost a tad bit to 64. And the gain we will move up to 12.2 dB. For the frequency knob on the right, we're going to turn it all the way up to 15,202. We will leave the Q alone on the right side. And for the gain on the right, we are going to turn it up to 9.5. We'll go ahead and turn on the compressor, turn on the multiband. We'll also turn on the filter, change the filter to high pass 24 as well, and bring the cutoff all the way down. We're going to take LFO 2, put it on the left frequency knob on EQ, and bring it down to 38. And then we're also going to put it on the right frequency knob and bring this down to -25. We'll move over to LFO 3, and we're going to make this shape. We're going to turn on trigger, and we will put LFO 3 on this cutoff. Before we move on to the effects, we're going to go back to the oscillator tab. We're going to take LFO 1, put it on this octave tab, and then we're going to bring it down to 14. We'll go ahead and put it in a mixer track. For slot 1, we're going to add a pretty delay bank, and we're going to bring the time down all the way to 00.8. For slot 2, we're going to add an OTT. For slot 3, we're going to add a Fruity Blood overdrive. We're going to turn the color up to 0.7328. For the preamp, we'll bring this up to 1875. For slot 4, we'll add a parametric EQ too. We're going to cut out the low end, bring down this mid a bit. And for slot 5, we are going to add a ozone imager too, just to give it a bit more width. And to adjust the sound a bit more, we just go to the oscillator A tab and mess with right here. And if you would like to know how I also made the first sound, the video is on the screen now.